Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today we're going to show you how to make this delicious cherry cake. This cake is made out of fresh cherries. You will need absolutely the freshest cherries you have laying around, or you can get into the store, because it's going to be definitely worth it. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and without any further ado, let's get into it. We're going to need about 500 grams of fresh cherries, pitted, so you have to pit them, then 2 large eggs, 14 grams of baking powder, 100 grams of unsalted melted room temperature butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 100 grams of granulated white sugar, 200 grams of whole milk at room temperature, and 200 grams of plain flour. And here we also have a cherry pitter. If you don't have a cherry pitter, you can use just a chopstick or a toothpick to pit your cherries, or you can do it manually using a knife. And also, it is preferred to have a hand mixer. Otherwise, you can do this by hand using a regular whisk. So we're gonna start by pitting our cherries. We have pitted all of our cherries. As you can see them, they're over here. Now we will make the cake batter. For that, we're going to first of all add in the flour, the sugar, baking powder, 1 egg, 2 eggs, butter, and the milk. Now we will mix this all together using either a whisk or a hand mixer, electric hand mixer. So our cake batter is almost ready. As you can see, there are no lumps. Now to add a bit of additional flavor, we will add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. There you go. Now again, just like before, mix this in very well. Okay, now in a medium to large sized baking tray, we will take some melted butter or semi-melted butter and a kitchen brush, and take that butter, or maybe just pour it straight in. Okay, so after having applied the butter, we will add 2 tablespoons of sugar. This will help our cake to caramelize from the bottom, and will also help to caramelize our cherries. So make sure you apply it all over the area, like so. Now we will deposit our cherries over here. Make sure they're not touching each other, or they are not on top of each other. They are well spaced apart evenly. So when your cake is baked and you go to cut it into it, everybody gets an even amount of cherries, like so. Now on top of this, we will pour in our cake batter. Try to be as even as possible with the cake batter as well, because remember, this will rise and puff up. And now, using a spatula, clean your bowl so that you're not wasting anything. So now, once you've poured in the cake batter, make sure you shake it a little bit. You want to cover as many cherries, or at least most of the cherries, with the cake batter. Now this will go into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius, or about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 30 to 35 minutes. Now, that may be longer depending on your oven. So what you're looking for is when the top of your cake becomes golden brown. That's your target. That may take you 40 minutes, 45 minutes, just keep an eye. And also don't forget to do the toothpick test. Finally, our cherry cake is ready. As you can see, it's slightly brownish and you can see the cherries, popping from under the crust. So now it's time to plate it up. So there you go. That's how the cake looks like from the inside. So now I'm going to taste the cake to show you how good it really is. So I'm going to take a bite from the side over here. Mmm, delicious. It's packed with flavor. Those cherries are absolutely amazing. It's great. I'll definitely recommend you to try it. So I'll give you a close up. As you can see, the cherries inside have beautifully cooked. They're caramelized, they're soft and sweet. And this goes again, it's a great dessert or a afternoon snack or even a breakfast. You can have this with cream or any other, side or chocolate. You could melt some chocolate on top of it as you wish. And it's absolutely a great dessert. I'm serving it with an additional serving of cherries on the side. And yeah, also just to let you know, once the cake comes out of the oven, you have to let it cool down for minimum 1 hour before consumption. Otherwise it would be too hot, and if you try to cut it into it, it will break down. So yeah, this is it from me. Well done. Allah Hafiz.